Hello guys, thank you for clicking on this video. In this video I'm going to quickly go over some common technology terms that every one should know. So the first one we start with is bring your own device. Basically this is in organizations, some organizations allow their employees to bring personally owned devices like laptops, tablets and smartphones to the office to use those devices to do their work and access company information, data and applications such as. Because of security risks this may pose, many businesses are implementing BYOD policies. This is done in Intune. Second thing I want to talk about is the second thing I want to talk about is something called business intelligence. This is an umbrella term that includes applications, infrastructure tools, best practices that enable access to and analysis of information to help organizations improve and optimize decisions and performance. The next one after this would be data analytics. This is the science of examining raw data with the purpose of drawing conclusions about that information. You can have something like descriptive. There could be such things as descriptive, and you can draw conclusions from this information by breaking it down into several sub categories like descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, prescriptive analytics. Another term that is commonly used nowadays is GDPR, which stands for General Data Protection Regulations. Since this came into effect since May 2018, it encompasses a set of rules that harmonizes data and privacy protection laws for individuals across 31 countries, all 28 European Union member states plus Iceland. And there's one other one, I don't remember the name, and Norway is one of them as well. This is known as the European Economic Area. GDPR's it's just like data protection, Individual organizations have about 30 days under the new GDPR rule. Organizations have about 30 days to respond to individual requests about whether personal data is being processed, and if so, to provide access to the data. And if an organization experiences a data breach, it has 72 hours to notify EU data protection agencies. Failure to do so could be costly. Violators are subject to fines of 20 million or 4% of the company's annual global revenue, whichever is greater. We're talking about next thing is Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards, PCI DSS. This is a set of security standards that were designed to ensure that all organizations that accept, process, store, transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment. Failure to comply with PCI requirements can lead to steep fines and penalties. Also, revocation of credit card payment services or even suspension of accounts. Shadow IT. Shadow IT. This is the use of systems, devices, software applications, and services without explicitly approval of organization's internal IT department. It has grown exponentially in recent years. With the adoption of cloud-based applications and services such as Dropbox and Skype, while Shadow IT can improve employee productivity and drive innovation, it can also introduce serious security risks to organizations through data leaks, potential compliance violations, and more. Single sign-on. This is a service that permits a user to use oneself login credentials using name and password to access multiple applications. The service authenticates the end user for all the applications the user has been given rights to and eliminates further prompts when the user switches applications during the same session. So it's very useful to spoofing. It's the next one I'm going to talk about. Spoofing is basically a type of scam when an intruder attempts to gain unauthorized access to user system or information by pretending to be the user. The main purpose is to trick the user into releasing sensitive information in order to gain access to his or her bank account or computer system, or even steal personal information like passwords. Tokenization in the process of substituting an important and sensitive piece of data with a non-sensitive equivalent. The new non-sensitive data used is typically a randomly or algorithmically generated alphanumeric code called a token. The next thing we're going to talk about is two-factor authentication. This is also referred to as 2FA. This verification process typically requires a correct login plus another verification check. For example, if 2FA is enabled on an online bank account, users may be required to enter a temporary code sent to their phone or email address to complete the login process. Talk about systems and tools. Let's talk about artificial intelligence first of all. This is a machine or software technology that mimics human intelligence. Rather than the computer following present commands, AI can learn, recognize speech, plan, solve problems, and self-correct. Most AI used today is classified as weak or narrow AI, in that it is focused on a single or narrow set of tasks. For example, a virtual assistant, would be one. Strong AI, which is theoretical today, would be able to use its intelligence in a broad range of situations and perform well in all of them. So the next thing we're going to talk about is natural language processing, NLP, a subset of AI. NLP allows machines to understand human language as it is spoken. NLP is used both in systems that understand human commands, like Alexa, Siri, systems that read text. Machine learning. This is a subset of AI. Machine learning is the use of algorithms to learn. Machines learn new information without having to be programmed. Machine learning guides things like product recommendations a user gets based on past purchases. Augmented reality. Augmented reality is basically an overlay of digital imagery or content on the real world. Examples include the yellow first down line projected on yellow first down line projected on football field, the Pokemon Go game, and pop displays on cars that show information like driver speed. ERP, that's it. So we're talking about augmented reality now. So this is software designed to integrate the different systems used to run a business so that data can easily flow between them. These business systems might include human resources accounting, procurement, and project management. Okay, and another one is market automation. So this would be something like so this is what this means is software that lets marketers build better relationships with customers by automating messages to them, including emails, social media, and website communications. These are some of the common tech terms just I wanted to go over. If you like it, let me know and I'll do more of these. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you clicking on my video and watching it. And yeah, stay tuned for another one soon. Please come back and subscribe. I'll be coming out with a new video soon. Thank you. Bye.